Genuine question for atheists.
Hopefully I have a good enough answer for you.
So typically whenever I see y'all critiquing the way that God possibly judges people, and especially whenever it comes to hell, often it's the eternal conscious torment version of hell. But, as I'm sure many of you already know, that's not the only view of hell within Christianity. It never has been historically, and it isn't still to this day. One of the other main Christian views of hell is that of annihilationism, where hell is essentially a place where the people who reject God, the people who God decides to send to hell, go there for a time, and then they're inevitably annihilated, completely removed from existence. So my question is really twofold. One, why is that never the version of hell that is critiqued?
There are two reasons that I don't critique annihilationism as much as the idea of eternal conscious torment. The first one being that I don't find it to be as horrific of a punishment. I just don't think it's as bad to make someone not exist as it is to send them to some realm of unending conscious suffering. The second and most important reason is that the idea isn't the idea of hell I was told when I was a Christian, and continues to not be the idea of hell that most Christians I interact with now tell me about. For full context, I'm 28 years old right now, and I was raised in Baptist churches until I was 16, who preached about eternal torture and gnashing of teeth, as they called it. Meaning, even today, I've spent over half of my existence believing in an eternal torment version of hell. I didn't even hear about it until I found an apostolic church home during my last 2 years in the church. Even now that I make this type of content as an atheist and interact with Christians on an almost daily basis, the version of hell that I'm most told about from Christians who show either genuine and heartfelt concern for or sadistic glee and delight at the idea of me ending up in hell is the version where I'm either eternally burned, eternally tortured, or eternally separated from heaven and experience nothingness.
And two, let's say that annihilationism is 100% the way that God chooses to judge. Does that, in your eyes, make him more of a fair judge?
Yeah, I'd say it's more fair if we're splitting hairs here, but from the outside in, I don't think it's fair that anyone be punished for doing the things that they were knowingly created to do. But if you absolutely had to, I think it's not as bad for that punishment to be finite and painless versus eternal and painful.
I have no desire for name-calling or pointless arguing. For any atheist that sees this, I genuinely want to know your opinion. Regardless, God bless, my friend.
Hopefully you found my response satisfactory. Take care.